No.
Oh, give me 1 second. Something strange with my camera is going on, but no problem. Okay, so give me 1 second.
All right.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, no.
Oh, not yet? Oh my God.
Yes. I can see your avatar.
Can you see me well?
Okay, I can see you now.
Amazing. Give me 1 second. Okay, we have an amazing question for you. And this amazing question for you I have is the one I always ask you. Okay, can you summarize the previous class? Can you tell me what did we learn today before in our previous lesson?
Yeah, in our previous lesson, we learned about present perfect continuous tense. We learned about its uses, its form, and how to realize it. Moreover, we learned about differences between present perfect simple and present perfect continuous.
Okay, so pretty much we cover all this on the differentiation between these tenses, and especially the way how we can use these tenses in the context of a conversation. In addition to this, I saw you send me the homework, and so far, this is what we are going to be doing now. I will be checking your homework. So let me open it up.
Yeah, I think the quality and the sound maybe not good because I use the iPad to record.
Let me see how well you did it. I'm
PM
sure.
last night when my parents were asleep.
Let me share my screen to you.
Okay.
Do let me, okay, give me 1 second. Okay. Oh, wow, it's loading. It's taking more than usual.
Yes.
Give me 1 second, all right? So I want to see what's going on. Maybe the internet, maybe the video, I don't know. But let's check. Give me 1 second. Meanwhile, it is loading. Oh, it's taking more than usual. What's happened?
Go ahead.
Will it be because I'm sharing my screen to you?
Sorry.
Okay. That's fine. Let's see. Let me see if I stop sharing and then reshare again. Let me see. Let me go through Zalo. Oh, does not want to open. Let me see. Where are you with me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Was it working when you tried to? Okay.
Tell you about
Okay.
the most scary my scariest experience. Today I'm gonna tell you about
Listen.
my scariest experience in my life. The scariest experience is always hard for me to forget, and it always stays fresh in my memory all the time. I'm sure that is the experience of being lost at night all my life. Let me see. It was a dark and a little bit cold night. Then my friends suggested me that we should go outside for star seeing. I agreed and then I went with them. At first, we just wanted to go around and appreciate the beautiful sky decorated by many stars. But then we decided to go further in. All we thought about was talking and talking. Because we were too concentrated on talking, so when we realized we was at a very strange place. It looked like a graveyard, yeah. We were all scared and we tried to find a way to go home. When we were finding, we suddenly found out
It looked like another person there.
With no trace. The scaring atmosphere covered all of us.
The atmosphere.
Although it was really scary, but then we continued to go when we saw a big white thing flew forward us. Well, at that time, I was just a kid, so I was extremely scared, and then I decided to run away as fast as I can. Luckily, I was the first one to run out of the graveyard, but I couldn't find anyone there, except one person. Do you know who was that? Well, that was the guard of that place. He was holding a long stick with a white piece of cloth. He said that he had been doing that to protect the place from thieves for about 3 years, and this was really successfully.
Okay.
Although the ghost was not real, but I still scared even now. Oh, and then all of my friend was founded about 15 minutes later. The friend who had lost it at first was found when he was fainted under a tree. I thought the white cloth of the guard was the reason. And that was all about my experience. Did you find it interesting? Please let me know in our next class, and see you later.
Great job. Good job, we. So let me ask you something. I'm going to give you some feedbacks. So your tone of voice, that is the tone of voice I was looking for. You got my point?
Yes.
I never imagined, trust me and believe me, I never ever imagined that you have that tone of voice when speaking. Never. I have no idea. I have no clue that you have that tone of voice. If you control this tone of voice, I don't know if you remember in the last evaluation. Do you remember the last test I gave you? When you took your assessment, I told you to work, especially on the accent. And I can see here that you speak more standard. So let me show you something. Let me see something here one more time.
Today I'm gonna tell you about my scariest experience in my life. The scariest experience was only hard for me.
Let me see.
Further in. All we thought about was talking and talking because we were too concentrated.
Okay, look at this. Look at this. My opinion, the tone of voice is perfect. It's just like lowering a little bit. I don't know, maybe because of the audio. Let me see.
Because I tried to lower my tone, so that I don't want to wake my parents who was they slept in the next room.
Yeah, it's kind of like the tone, the way how you speak there, is nice. It's nice. It is good. It's pretty good. So if you could have spoken, you know, a bit out loud, a bit, all right, a bit loud. So maybe it's gonna be kind of like if you are a presenter or a radio broadcaster. So, but I'm so happy for you. Keep it up. Keep yourself this way. So we can now let's get started. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Great job. I'm so happy for you about it. Can you see my screen? Not yet?
Yeah, not yet.
Here it is. Today's lesson 4E. Let me see. Second. 4E, reading all in the mind. All right. So that's our today's lesson. So look at here.
Oh.
I know it's very appealing. So look at this. Let me see if I find the other part. Listen carefully. We are going to understand this, analyze the information. Listen carefully.
Lesson 4E, Exercise 2, Mind over Matter. Firewalking. Walking across burning coals or red-hot stones has a long tradition. It became popular in Europe and the USA in the 19...
Okay, listen carefully. Let me know if you can listen well, the audio. Can you listen?
Yes, I can listen.
Okay.
Lesson 4E, Exercise 2, Mind over Matter. Firewalking. Walking across burning coals or red-hot stones has a long tradition.
Okay.
It became popular in Europe and the USA in the 1970s, and many people went on training courses to learn the skill. They believed that firewalking was good for their mind and body, and might even give them mystical powers. Actually, the ability to walk over hot coals has more to do with physics than mind over matter.
Okay.
The heat doesn't pass quickly from the coals to the walker's feet, particularly if they keep moving. If you do it properly, there is little risk of injury.
Okay.
In 2002, 30 managers from the KFC fast food chain went on a team-building trip, which included firewalking. 20 of them had to go to hospital in order to get medical treatment for burnt soles. They used red-hot wood instead of coal.
Hypnosis. In the 1770s, a doctor called Franz Mesmer started to treat his patients in Paris with a strange new technique.
Okay.
He held their thumbs, pressed their stomachs, and then played music on an instrument made of glass. Mesmer didn't know it, but he was using a form of hypnosis. These days, hypnosis still has medical uses, but most people are familiar with it because of stage hypnotists. These performers ask for volunteers from the audience so that they can hypnotize them. In this state, the volunteers do all kinds of strange and funny things. They eat onions as if they were apples, or they act like animals or giant babies. The hypnotist seems to have control over their minds. Although the main purpose is entertainment, some people find the idea of mind control worrying. The British government even passed a law in 1952 in order to protect the public from irresponsible hypnotists. Most scientists believe stage hypnotism does not involve real mind control. The volunteers are extroverts who want to help the performer to put on a good show.
Telekinesis.
Okay, telekinesis.
In the 19th century, scientists became interested in the possibility that some people had the power to move a physical object without touching it. They named this power telekinesis, and over the years, several people have claimed to have it. In 1980, American James Heydrich became famous overnight after appearing on a TV show. Millions watched him as he made the pages of a book turn without touching them. But James Randi, an American magician, was skeptical. He knows the different tricks people use when they pretend to have psychic powers.
Okay.
Randi appeared on a live TV show with Heydrich in order to test his claims. He put small pieces of polystyrene around a book and then challenged Heydrich to turn the pages using telekinesis without moving the polystyrene. Heydrich couldn't do it. Later, Heydrich publicly admitted that he had never had special powers. So how did the pages move?
Oh my God.
Simple. He blew them. But he had practiced blowing hard without moving his lips or chest.
End of CD 1.
Okay. Wait. Well,
Okay.
actually, this is a very intriguing topic. So many things to talk about over here. Okay, so now we are going to have our interaction. Give me just 1 second.
Okay.
Let me go backwards, all right? So look at the photos, all right? In the first place, what do you think about this, what these people are doing in this photo?
In my opinion, I think that this is like a risky kind of like training. It's a really risky kind of training. Why? Because it can make our feet burn and like it injure us. And, but I think as you can see from the text, there were 30 managers who was injured by this way of training. And but in some cases, it may be a good kind of mind training, and as they said, they can have mystical power after doing it.
Okay. Let me stop you right there. Do you think do you think it could be a very good mind training or mental training rather than what people think that it's all about mystical powers, right?
Yes, but I didn't think, but I don't think like that. I just
Do you think that? Okay, go ahead.
I consider this is really extremely dangerous kind of training. Can you turn on the mic?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, and then like I said, wait, do you think that in your opinion, you consider that people may have like mental training other than having like mental powers, all right? Like the power of moving things with their minds. What's your opinion?
Well, I don't think this is a good way to train our mind.
Yeah, me neither. So I don't consider that, I do not consider that this is good for anyone else. And
Yeah.
okay, let's continue. Can you tell me what connects the photos?
It connects to the first photo.
Okay, so then I have a few more questions for you. Look at there.
Okay. Okay.
I have some more questions. The topic is very interesting. Okay.
Okay.
So let's see. Would you like to read it again? Or would you like to read it? Or do you think you can answer the question and no need to read it? What do you think?
I think I can do it right now.
Oh, you can read it right now?
Yeah, I can do the exercise right now.
Okay, amazing. It makes me feel very happy. Look at this. Number one, which mind, okay, I'm sorry, number one, it's sometimes, okay, look at this. Which mind over matter activity? It's sometimes used by doctors. So we're gonna match this exercise. It's sometimes used by doctors.
I think it is hypnosis.
Hypnosis. Let me tell you something. So not only by doctors, but also by teachers, right, and psychologists, right? Psychologists, I'm sorry. And I was going to say to you this. So there is a teaching method. I don't know if still they are using this, but there's a teaching method well known as Suggestopedia. What is that about? So it consists on you kind of going to be pretty much like hypnotized, and this way you're going to learn English.
Wow. And is it effective?
Well, actually, I think it's not. It's not anyone else is using that. But before many people, I'm talking in the past. I'm talking about 20 years ago. All right. I was even a child, and I can tell you that before people were trying to sell English classes in many ways, many ways. So like miracles, all right, and something that people need to understand is that nothing is easy in life. In life, nothing is easy, and they sell this kind of method, all right, that it was gonna be a miracle method that everyone could have learned English language easily. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So through hypnosis, right? So, and it happens in different cases. So example, in psychologists, when there are people that have psychologists, when there are people that have certain frustration in life, bad experiences, so they just go deeper and then get hypnotized. They start like releasing their problems and doing things and manipulating the mind and things like that,
Yeah.
And it's kind of like they do this. But let me tell you something. So according to the test says that in real life, those are performers, all right? People pretending that it happens. But what do you think about? Do you believe in the hypnosis?
I think honestly, I think it's not real. As maybe the audience maybe just like they want to have the volunteers want to have the psychologist or the hypnotist to have a good show. But I think it have some effect on it had many effects on our health in the medical side. Yeah.
Okay. And what do you think? Let's continue. Cause an injury.
It's a fireworking.
Fireworking. Okay, and let me see. Number 3, did ordinary people start practicing?
It's a tool, fireworking.
Okay, number 4. What was first study in 18 in the 18s, right?
Yes.
What was it?
I think it's hypnosis.
Okay. Number 5, often takes place on a stage.
It's C. Oh, no, sorry. B. It's B.
B. Right, it's B. Let me see. Was an American performer suspicious of?
It's C. It's absolutely C. Yeah.
That is correct. That is C. So now let's talk about this. All right. So let me ask you 3 questions. I have questions for you. Okay, firewalking. What is firewalking for you?
I think the firewalking is to like walk or in fact I think it's run on a fire. No, on a hot coals or red or hot stove.
That's something crazy
Yeah.
and dangerous. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Hypnosis. Do you think hypnosis is a manipulation of the mind?
In some cases.
Okay. And what about telekinesis? Do you think that it exists in real life?
No, no, I don't believe it.
Do you think there may be any relationship between the use of the mind and the telekinesis?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. In the text, I think they said that in the text, like the performer trained to like blow the pages without moving his legs.
That is correct. So in fact, they were trying like blowing things, but no one was able to notice this. It's kind of like they are talking and they move the lips and all that. All right. So let's do this, the exercise number 3. So we are going to match the sentence and also from A to F below with gaps number 1 to gaps number 5 in the test. And there is one of them that is extra, which means this one is not corresponding to any of the options before, or I mean, to any of the given options that we need, okay?
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is to mention the description and you're gonna tell me the answer. The one that you think best fit to this, all right?
Okay.
Let's say, here we go. You ready? Or
okay.
do you think you need some time to analyze?
I think I need some time to analyze.
No problem. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes is fine to you, or 3 minutes?
2 is fine.
Okay, so no problem. Now I'll give you this time, analyze, read it well, and then I'll be back to you.
Okay. 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 Okay, I think I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay. I match A with two, number two.
Number one, which let me see A. However, using the wrong materials can be a disaster. Okay. You see this one matches with?
With two.
With two. Okay. Letter B. On the other hand, many people doubted that his powers could be genuine.
I think that is an unnecessary one.
Okay, this is the unnecessary one, in your opinion. Okay, we're gonna check the answers. All right. Letter C. It's been part of ceremonies in many different countries for at least 300 years.
I think that is matched with number one.
Okay, it matches with number one. You think that this one matches with number one, right?
Yes.
So we're gonna check. We're gonna check all your answers to make sure that you got them correct. Okay. Most viewers, okay, most viewers were convinced that he had a genuine physic powers.
I think that is number five.
Okay. Letter E. Many of these patients show dramatic improvements.
This one I matches with number three.
Okay. So next one. In fact, this was probably unnecessary.
Number four.
Number four. So now we're gonna check the answers. Look at this way. Okay, number one is C. Number two is A. Number three is E. Number four is F. Number five is D. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we can continue. So look at this. Here we're going to find the 5 underlined phrases in the test and look at the words which follow them. All right, we're going to read to complete the learn this box. Look at there. We have in here the learn this box. Actually, those are clauses expressing purposes. We can use the infinitive to explain the purpose of an action. For example, can you read the example for me, Wee?
Okay, the example is he went to the Alps to go ski.
Okay, number two.
Number two, we can also use these phrases.
We can also use the phrases. Example, in order to plus base form. All right, and another one is so. You have so, then you may have. Okay, give me 1 second. So that plus subject plus verb, usually a modal verb, all right? For example, could, okay? That is the way how we use this, all right? Those are clauses expressing purpose. When you are trying to express something that you want to do or something that you are trying to let the other people to understand. For example, I'm doing this in order to explain my students how important it is. All right, that could be another a good example. Another one may be so or so that I'm using this so that you can, okay? Or I was doing this so that you could go backwards and complete your assignment. That's just an example. You got my point? Okay, amazing. So let's continue here, or let's go ahead with exercise number 5. Answer the questions. Okay, so we're going to underline parts in the test, and let's use different clauses expressing purpose from that used in the test. So look at there. Why did people go on training courses?
Because they believe that fire walking was good for their mind, and through them they can have a mystical power.
Okay, that's right. And what is the corresponding test?
Sorry?
What is the test that is corresponding to this one? This is test A. Number 2, what did the managers go to the hospital? Why did the managers go to the hospital?
Because they choose wrong materials and they get injured, then they have to go to the hospital to get medical treatment.
That is correct. And where can we find this information? Test A, B, or where? C?
We can find it in the second paragraph of text A.
Okay, amazing. So why did performer ask for volunteers?
I think that because that is because they want to hypnotize them, and moreover they want to make the audience believe in hypnosis. Okay.
Number 4, why did the British government pass a law in 1952?
Because they want to protect the public they want to protect the public from irresponsible hypnotists.
That is correct. That is right. So actually there was, by those times, there was a responsible, give me 1 second. Actually, there was an irresponsible attitude of hypnosis, and then they were trying to protect people. Like I said before, so hypnosis, this is something that is made by some performers, maybe in a circus or in a public show. But what is true is that there are people that have the power of, they know how to manipulate the mind. All right?
Yeah.
So can everyone do this? Not at all, not everyone. Are there people trying to do that? Yes, they are. So but what's happened is that in the cases like that, so the governments understand that there were people trying to manipulate the minds of others, all right? You know, there are people with, weak emotions. Have you heard about that? People that have weak emotions. Are you there? It's gonna take me out. I think it's gonna take me out. Would you mind coming back and joining the section? I think it's gonna cut me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be real quick. Just one minute, all right?
All right.
Just in case we come back again. So, and this is what happens. So usually the government started strengthening their measures in regards of this situation with the Nazis. And I'm talking about the British government, the UK government. It happens before, okay?
Okay.
So then after that, that was the situation, right? They started looking for volunteers and all that. So let's see number 5. Can you still listen to me? Why did Brandy appear